founded in 1872, provides you with community and focused articles Monday through Thursday, which are stories you can't find on social media. Subscribe today at CouncilGroveRepublican.com for as low as 35 cents an edition. Did somebody say Taco Tuesday? El Rancho Viejo is just the spot for your south-of-the-border cravings with a full menu of made-to-order Mexican cuisine. And don't miss their $1.75 tacos on Tuesdays. Be sure to try one of their famous margaritas while you're dining in. Open 7 days a week. Find them downtown Council Grove.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Getting ready to start the second half here. Braves lead at 40-8. And just kind of a dropped-in score here that just got reported on Twitter or X on Scores in Kansas. Osage is ahead of St. Mary's 29-14 at the half. So pretty interesting score there. We weren't able to find a score for Riley County in Silver Lake. But here, just kind of give you a little bit of a game recap. At the 9:49 mark, a pitch and catch from Luke Stewart to Logan Stockwell for 41 yards, got the Braves on the board first. PAT failed. Shortly after that, basically a minute and a half left, you had a punt return of 60 yards by Blaze French, and that increased the score from that point. Council Grove again was able to push things forward again on that extra point. You had an extra point by Andries with a 2-point rushing attempt. Then you had another passing play from Luke Stewart to Mason Samuels for 5 yards at the 4:08 mark, still in the first quarter, and they were able to get another touchdown, a 40-yard touchdown pass from Luke Stewart to Mason Samuels with 14 seconds left in the first quarter to make it 34-0. Fast forward to the 7:41 mark of the second quarter, another touchdown pass from Luke Stewart to Grady Kepley for 20 yards, and again, that was at the 7:41 mark. And then Council Grove was able to push in their last touchdown of the half, a 1-yard touchdown run here at the north end from Reed Butchery to spread the wealth around. So you had Luke Stewart with 4 passing touchdowns to 3 different receivers, and you had a rushing touchdown from Reed Butchery. Then the craziest drive that I've ever seen in probably a long time, probably a 60 to 70-yard penalty gained drive by Central Heights, which eventually led to a QB keeper from 5 yards out by Chase Bones in Central Heights, and they were able to get into the end zone, and then a 2-point conversion by number 20, Chris John, to make it 40-8, and at halftime, getting ready to kick it off here in the second half is Council Grove. Jason?
Yeah, I think it was a good time to take a break. And everybody go to the locker room and talk about it. Wild last drive, but Braves will kick it off here to start the third quarter.
Over there on the far side, able to poke his way forward across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. So see what Central Heights got figured out here at halftime and see if Council Grove is able to kind of clean things up there at halftime and try to just play with a lot of emotion and strength and physicality on the defensive end, but try to keep the lips closed and not say anything extra, but also play to the whistle and not after the whistle. Just kind of clean things up, and hopefully we've got a clean half of football here to go here in this second half.
I'm sure the message was, let's play to the whistle and no extracurricular, and let's keep the laundry off the field.
All right, here we go. Under center is Central Heights. Going to be a lead play, and he is going to be dumped and dropped in the backfield just like the way that we started the game. Council Grove getting good push up there front by the defensive line, driving Central Heights backwards. It's going to be a loss on the play by Chris John, number 20.
Looks like Maddox Ziegler in over the football. Gunnar Gleason up front there, and Hewitt making up the 3-down lineman up front. There just hasn't been much running room inside. Braves doing a nice job. It'll bring up 2nd and 11, and Central Heights probably go back to some of that quick passing game, trying to work the outside edges.
One split here to the near side. Bones, 5-step drop, ton of pressure, and he is able to get it and make a play. What a throw and what a catch there by King. And I'm sorry, but Tell you what, got to give credit where credit's due. Bones just absolutely got destroyed in the backfield, was able to pick up a pass out to midfield. King caught it, but he paid the price. And
he stood in there and delivered the ball. I'll give him that. And he's back into the huddle there. But, yeah, big shot delivered as he threw the ball. And some of those plays, that's where you got to really be careful, where a lot of those flags are coming from in that passing game.
we do have an update from Silver Lake, and I'll give a shout-out here in just a second after this play. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. Bones, long snap count. It's going to be a lead play on that left side, and Bones with a quick hitter along that left side is able to pick up 5. So Central Heights is able to get something going here. A good drive there, good pass, and then was able to pick up about 5. And got to give a shout-out to Chris Hilton and Braden Reddick for giving me the scores. And at the half, Silver Lake 21, Riley County 8. So interesting score there at Riley County. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for Central Heights. Again, got something going here. Is able to pick up a couple pretty good plays here on the last couple plays for Central Heights. Going to be a lead play along that left side to Piney, and Piney's not able to find any running room at all, and that will be a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a loss, Jason. Pushed them back, 3rd down along 6.
Yeah, Braves still getting a good push up there, and what you're, with the way that second quarter ended, you don't want to see, the Braves lose their aggressiveness because of the penalties, and Central Heights able to exploit a little bit of that maybe up front here, where the Braves have had to take it down a gear.
All right, here we go. Looks like Council Grove's going to bring pressure. Looks like we're going to have movement up front, and it looks like offsides on Council Grove.
They definitely moved,
but I don't
think they jumped in the neutral zone from our vantage point, but it was definitely called.
Braves.
Another penalty flag.
So what would have been a long 3rd down and 5 now is going to bring up a 3rd down and short. Ball just outside the 40-yard line. Council Grove side of the field, so much more manageable. See if Central Heights, obviously 4-down territory, see if they decide to change the play here, making it 3rd and short. Bones under center. Looks like maybe he might do a little bit of quarterback sneak here, try to get this 1st down. It'll be a lead play, first back, and that will be I believe the up back was number 20, and that was Chris John, and he will lose about 2. Is going to bring up 4th down and a long 3, Jason. Great job of the defensive line.
Braves pinning their ears back once again and dropping them in the backfield, so this will bring up a 4th down. This is 4-down territory here on the other side of the 50 with 8:44 to go. Clock winding with this score, 40-8. Central Heights will go for it here. Braves will have to stand up once again, try to turn the ball over on downs.
Bones shifts back to the pistol, and again, his favorite target is number 14, King, and it looks like might get a timeout. Going to talk about this 4th down play, and we'll go ahead and take some time with him. When we return, Central Heights will be faced with a 4th down and 4 at the 8:28 mark. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
At Becura Family Automotive, we've got you covered. Whether it's an oil change, a tire alignment, or engine repairs, with years of experience, the team knows how to keep you safely on the road. And if you are ever in need of a tow, just give them a call, 620-767-6947. Alcogen is a global leader in developing and providing high-performance specialty materials designed to positively impact the environment. If you're looking for an inspiring and exciting career as part of a team who is passionate about its mission, work, customers, and the communities, contact us today, 620-767-5119, or apply online at www.alcogen.com/careers.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. First time out of the half for Central Heights. Face of the 4th down and 4. Able to draw up the play that they want. Bones, 5-step drop, rolling pass, looking. It is thrown in the middle of about 5 white shirts and 3 black shirts. That was a dangerous pass there. It was fortunate that didn't fall in the hands of the Braves.
I think that he threw into quadruple coverage. if that's a thing. He threw into quadruple coverage, and they'll give it up on down. So the Braves defense overcomes a penalty or two there and gets the ball. Looks like about the 44-yard line. Run the offense back out there, and love to see no holding for a drive.
All right, Smith Jenkins here to the near side. It's going to be a handoff along that far side. Blaze French breaks off a one tackle, breaks off another tackle. Blaze should go. He's out in the middle of the field, and he is finally drugged down, but not before he rips off a huge run down to about the 15-yard line. What a run by Blaze French. And I'll have to do some quick math. That was a long run.
Yeah, he hit the nos, and then the afterburners kicked in, and he shot through there after initial contact. Looks like there was a flag on the play.
And we're going to,
if you can imagine, horse collar.
Horse collar, so we're going to give Blaze a 10, 20, 30, 40, about a 44-yard gain for Blaze French here. And he has ripped off some huge long runs, so give him the 44-yard gain and then plus a couple extra. So depending upon where they spot it, just inside the 10-yard line, far hash, first and goal for the Braves. Stewart's got Reed Buttrey to his left, wins to the far side. Stewart dropped back to pass over the middle, and it is in and out of the hands by Smith Jenkins, maybe a little bit behind him, but
hit him in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
hit him in the hands. Good route.
Just not able to look it in. Is going to bring up second down. Be kind of curious to see what Coach Hayes decides to do here. Second down and goal from the 10. Are they going to keep throwing the ball here and taking shots to the end zone? Maybe put it on the ground here and try the running game. And they're going to go Blaze French. Bounces off one tackle, but not able to bounce off the other one. Is able to push himself forward. Might have been able to get down to about the 5.5-yard line. So third and goal from about the 5.5.
Yep, 7:52 to go. Clock running, third quarter. Braves got it inside the 10 here. I know they really want to run some clock. That hour and 35-minute first half.
and a 45, 50-minute first quarter.
Yeah, they definitely want to get that clock trucking.
So third down and goal for the Braves, and we're going to have movement up front, and we'll have to wait and see if that's the Braves or if Central Heights came across the line and made contact with the Braves. So it will be offsides on the defense, so half the distance to goal, so that'll make it at the 2.5-yard line. So third down from the 2.5, so that may change the play call from the Braves here.
May bring in the Reed Buttrey package.
Still got Reed to the right.
Yep, he won't be taking the snap, but he will be directly to Stewart's.
And it's going to be a handoff right side to Blaze French. Touchdown, but there's another flag, which I'm going to have to learn on this, the way this game is going. Yes, but there's a flag on the play, and that's going to be holding on the Braves. So take the touchdown off the board and move us from the 2.5-yard line to the 12.5-yard line and repeat third down. So third down and goal from about the
third and goal from the 12-yard line.
From the 12.
Move it back to the
They
12.
moved that back clear up to the 15. All right.
Yep, it's just inside the 15, it appears.
The holding penalty must have occurred behind the line of scrimmage to make it clear out there. So third and goal from the 15. Looks like Central Heights is going to bring pressure. Stewart, 5-step drop, dumps it off to Blaze French, across the 10, down, jumps, and spins down to the 5-yard line. Did his little high jump hurling impression, but it's going to bring up fourth down and goal from the 5.
Yep, 7:08 clock running, and the ball's going to be spotted right at the 5-yard line. Fourth and goal from the 5. Braves will go for it here.
Kind of curious to see. Near hash, you got the whole wide side of the field there to your sideline. See what you decide to do here with the junior quarterback. Stewart, 5-step drop, looking, pass over the middle into the back of the end zone. Intended for either Jenkins or Samuels, not quite sure, but it will be incomplete, and it'll turn over on downs.
Turn it over on downs, and with 95 yards to go, Central Heights will take over at the 5-yard line. So clock stopped here, change of possession, 6:41. Central Heights stops Council Grove on 4th down at the 5-yard line. So run the defense back out there. And
so Council Grove was able to rip off a huge long run that last drive by Blaze French, 44-yard line, but then again, that darn penalty bug just bit him and just kind of shot the drive in the foot when you had 3rd and goal at the 2.5. Pushed it clear out to the 15-yard line. Ball snapped over his head to see if he picks it up. And are we going to get a 2-point conversion? We are. Snapped it over his head, and here is a safety. So Council Grove will force a safety, so make it 42-8, and we'll have a free kick incoming. So it's been a long time since we've seen a safety, Jason.
We haven't seen a safety in forever. And tough spot. Central Heights was put in there, snapping the ball to their quarterback in the end zone. Probably pretty amped up, and has an errant snap, and ball's covered in the end zone. So put 2 on the board and get ready for the free kick from the, I believe it's the 20-yard line.
Yep. So Council Grove, in theory, should get really, really good field position. Whoop, and one of the staff just threw the kicking tee probably a good 35 yards, and it was fortunate that it did not connect with a Central Heights player, because that was not a lobbed, hard kicking tee. That was absolutely a missile-thrown kicking tee, and fortunately didn't hit anybody.
Rifled it.
So free kick coming at the 20. Saeed Smith-Jenkins and Blaze French will set up shop at the 40. Got your up backs here at midfield. Free kick is away, and it will be picked up by Blaze French at the 40. Across the 45 to the midfield, bounces around to the outside, tries to get to the edge. 45 still on his feet, running hard, and ball comes loose, and it is it going to be recovered by Central Heights, or will be out of bounds? We're going to have to wait for a signal. I don't see Central Heights cheering or
I don't see anybody cheering.
I don't see anybody pointing, signaling, cheering.
The ball squirted out of there. He had looked to initiate the contact, but was hit hard.
And I don't see anybody pointing, but the yard markers are pointing towards the south, so that means apparently Council Grove retained possession. So did he fumble it out of bounds?
It must have gone out of bounds. I did see David McDiffitt get up over there near the ball. The only other thing I can figure was David was able to jump on it, but it looked like the way it shot out of there that maybe it did go out of bounds. White Hat's turned towards us. He's going to give us something.
Okay, the knee was down. Thank you, sir.
Oh, knee was down before it came out of there, but he definitely took a shot.
All right, 1st down and 10 for the Braves. Ball just sitting on the inside of the 40-yard line, Central Heights side of the field. And one thing that we've seen all game long, Council Grove has not had trouble moving the football. It's just a matter of moving the football without allowing any penalty flags. Stewart flushed out of the pocket, flushed to the near side, looking, pass over there to Mason Samuels, made the catch. But if you were one that was a proponent to have the catching rules aligned between middle school, high school, college, and the NFL, if it was the college game, he had his right foot in but did not have the left foot in.
Did he get one?
He drugged that right toe, I believe, but
could not see it. He led him to the sideline there. Just ran out of room, but good catch by Mason. Good throw by Luke as he kind of had to stay alive back there. And
2nd down and 10. Clock stopped, 6:14 after the complete pass. Andrews into the backfield. Andrews gets some running room, spins off of one tackler, spins off another. And I tell you what, all Andrews does is get 9, 10, 11, 12-yard carries. What a run by Andrews.
He averages about 8 or 9 yards a carry, and I don't think he's had a penalty called on him, which is a pretty big ask of any player in this game to not have a penalty called on you. So Andrews right now, I'm going to give him the player of the game.
Absolutely, because anytime 21 touches the ball, everybody's fundamentally sound. There's going to be a handoff that right side to Blaze French. He bounces around the outside, still on his feet, runs over a defender down at about the 12-yard line. Good run there by Blaze French for about 17 yards for Blaze French.
Blaze is kind of delivering the blow tonight a little bit as he's running. I don't know if he watched the Giants-Eagles game last night. He thinks he's Cam Scattaboo or what's going on here, but he is running. Him and Andrews are both running really hard, trying to really deliver the shot and bowl somebody over.
First down and 10 for the Braves. They can get another first down inside the 2 here. Just clean, keep it clean. Blaze French, right side, still on his feet, stumbling his way forward, really, really close to the goal line. Looks like he's maybe a yard or 2 short, but based on where the spot is, it looks like it will be good enough for a first down. So, looks like the Braves will have a first down and goal at the 1.5-yard line. So,
I don't want to brag, but we just ran 3 plays without a flag.
Yep, well, here we go. Handoff, Blaze French, bounce around the outside into the corner of the end zone.
And there's the flag. There it is.
And there's
maybe
a
it was
penalty
late
flag.
hit.
Jason?
Was that late hit out of bounds?
I don't know, Jason, but we'll have to wait and see who it was on. Could have been holding on that far side. Late hit out of bounds. We'll have to wait until the white hat referee turns on.
The only reason I say that is it came so late after he was already through the corner and you had the arms in the air signaling touchdown, and then the flag popped out.
Bremer's walking onto the field with a kicking tee, so that might give us an idea that it was something that had occurred.
Dead ball foul anyway. Oh, they're going to pick
picking it up.
Okay. Hey, that's 4 plays in a row.
4 plays in a row, and it is a touchdown. So Blaze French along that right side, great blocking.
No penalty on that play.
We'll have to check with Keisha. That may be a record. 4 plays in a row without a penalty flag.
Council Grove, their first touchdown out of the half. Snap kick is away, and it is good. So Council Grove is able to march down the field for the second time this half, but is able to put it in the end zone on a clean drive. 5:11 left to play. Braves lead at 49-8. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
Adams Home Store has been family owned and operated since 1969. They offer construction services for custom homes, outbuildings, boat docks, and more. Adams carries supplies for farmers and ranchers and has a big inventory of grilling, boating, and camping accessories. Located at 203 East Main in Council Grove, go Braves! Together with veterans in Morris County, Kansas, hopes to enlist rural veterans and their local partners to join forces to reduce veteran and civilian suicides in their communities. To learn more, join their Facebook group. Please remember, help is always near. It's okay not to be okay.
The Tire Shop north of Council Grove is your one-stop shop for all your vehicles maintenance needs, offering tire and oil services for cars, trucks, tractors, and even ATVs.
Thank you, Mindy. All right. Good drive there for the Braves, keyed by a 2.5-yard touchdown run, penalty-free by Blaze French. And in that drive, Blaze French here in this second half, a rush of 44-5, 17, and 2.5. So Blaze French going crazy. Also thrown in there was a big long run by Andrews of 12. So the rushing attack here in the second half is dominating things here in the third quarter. A little pooch kick by Carter that checked up, and ball is loose. Council Grove is David McDiffin's pointing to the south, and I believe that means the Council Grove will recover and put the offense back out on the field. So it's kind of weird how that ball just kind of checked up and like spun backwards, like when you use your irons and your wedge and your 7-8 iron next to the green where it hit the green and spin and back up.
Yeah, that's because I'm really, really good. I can shoot like
elite.
I can shoot like
you can draw it
under
fade
100 sometimes. Yeah, I can spin it from almost anywhere.
Inside of 50, you just say, I don't need anything but the wedge.
Yeah,
all right.
Foot wedge.
Here we go. Here's Stewart. Play action pass. Looking. Plenty of time. Going to go deep on that far side. Looking at Samuels. Couldn't quite get on the same page. And I saw Grady Kepley right down the seam, stringing wide open.
Yeah, we're stretching the range of Luke Stewart there a little bit. He did have his feet set. He just out. He had enough gas for Samuels. Kepley was pretty deep.
Yeah, he was set up shop at the 50, and when Grady came open, he was about at the 10.
Yeah, and he was going to need to throw it 50 to 55 yards to keep it away from the defender.
So you got to give credit here in the second half. Central Heights has done a really good job defending the pass. We're going to have a running play, and I believe, is that Andrews? I have to wait until they peel off each other down to about the 35-yard line.
I see.
That's Andrews. Yep.
I see Cade Goodell.
You see Cade Goodell.
When I see 21, and
Yep.
I have to get that out of my mind.
Yep.
But, yeah, Andrews, 21 on the carry, still running hard, picks up 8.
Going to bring up third down, and they're calling it 4 on the scoreboard.
3 minutes, clock running.
Stewart, handoff, left side. Andrews running hard, running forward, down inside the 30. That'll be good enough for a first down, and that'll keep the clock running. So, again, when Andrews touches the field, flags stay in the pocket. It's incredible.
I know. I don't want to talk about how many plays that it's been now. We're gonna put that all behind us. Ball's inside the 30, sitting at about the 29-yard line. First down, Braves. 2:37 on the clock here in third quarter, up 49-8.
Stewart's got Reed to his right. Andrews again, and this is the first time that Andrews has been hit in the backfield, and looks like he might have lost a half yard on that play. So good penetration up front by the Central Heights Vikings there. First negative play of the night for Andrews.
Yep, that's going to hurt his average. I think he had that average pushed up to
close to 8 or 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9 yards a carry. So 2 minutes to go, clock running, second and a short 11.
Empty backfield for Stewart. Stewart claps his hands, 5-step drop, plenty of time given him, and he's got a man open, Logan Stockwell, and it is knocked down. And that's one of those plays that Logan came open,
Incomplete pass.
but it kind of one of those deals where Logan wasn't able to. I'll spit it out. Logan was, if he was able to catch it, was right close to the goal line. That was one of those situations. If that play happened 20 yards further back, you might be able to run underneath that a little more air under it, but kind of left out a little bit short. Third down and about 11. Stewart directing traffic. 3-step drop, looking pass. Is going to be caught over there on that far side. Is that Easton Stowes?
It was.
Number 12, the freshman Easton Stowes, with his first reception of his career. And just like he's done it his entire career, except this is his first time, picked up about 15 yards.
Like butter. He was so smooth getting around to pick up the first down. And, yeah, Stowes has a big role defensively. Was injured for a little while, plays corner, gets moved around a little bit, getting him into the passing game here. He's only a freshman, folks.
Logan Stockwell got kind of a double tight, and we're going to be a lead play for Stewart up the middle, still on his feet, and Luke Stewart, little QB keeper lead play, and the kid goes in for a touchdown. What blocking up front, but what a run for Luke Stewart.
I'm just looking for the flag. Oh, wait, there isn't one. So clock's running now under 3 seconds. I think we're going to go to the quarter here. Actually, they had gone to a running clock after that last score. So we're going to go to the quarter. We're probably going to run an untimed down here for the extra point, and then we'll take the quarter break.
Extra point, Carter Bremer. Your holder is Reed Buttry to make it an even 50 spot here in the third quarter. Snap, hold, kick up, and it is a little wide left, I believe. Yep, little wide. Both officials are looking at each other, and one of them waved it off, and the other one just looked at him like, sure, okay, I'll agree with you. We're going to take a quick break. Start of the fourth quarter is incoming. Braves lead at 55-8. Watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Life Channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
With hundreds of tires in stock, the Tire Shop is here for you. Matt Palmquist with Whitetail Properties is part of an expert team focused on Kansas land sales with local knowledge and national reach. Get the results you deserve. Contact Matt at 785-826-0995.
TCT has you covered for all your internet, streaming TV, and telephone needs with fast, reliable fiber broadband services. TCT is an authorized agent for Nextech Wireless with retail offices in Council Grove, Abilene, and Hillsboro. Visit tctelco.net for more information. Shortstop in Council Grove is a proud supporter of the Council Grove Braves. They provide the convenience you need and the service you deserve. With easy to pay at the pump gas and diesel and great deals inside, you can't go wrong. Be sure to pick up a delicious pizza before or after the game. They hope to see you in one of their many locations in eastern Kansas. Let's go Braves!
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Start of the fourth quarter. And due to the point separation, the clock will run. The only time it'll stop is for any injuries or timeouts that are called by either coaching staff. And be kind of curious to see what Council Grove does here on a running clock with their defense. We're going to see an opportunity for some subs, and kicked it deep to King. King will pick it up at about the 20-yard line, up to the 30, still on his feet, and then he will be dropped there at the 32-yard line.
And there's a flag on the play.
He brings the ball up near the 35-yard line.
Not
Penalty on
sure.
the play.
It was kind of in the area of somebody that as they were tackling, could be a face mask over there. Just based on the timing, I think, was he asking Coach Reddick?
Is the officials not talking to this coach?
Nope, he's marking it off on Council Grove. Oh,
targeting helmet to helmet.
Foul, targeting called against the Braves.
So that will be another 15-yard penalty assessed to the Braves. And just kind of looking defensively, Stows has obviously been in most of the time. Stockwell up at the defensive end. Leo Salas in. Is that Ty King on that far side? Samuels is still in. Looks like most of the starters still in here for the Braves. Bones, King goes in motion, far side. Going to be a little bit of a pitch counter inside, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's going to be a loss on the play. Piney, just as their leading rusher on the season, just hasn't found any green grass to make himself forward.
Just nowhere to go on the inside up there. Braves doing a nice job against the running attack, and really the only rushing play that worked was from the 5-yard line when they basically a quarterback keeper into the end zone to score the touchdown. But yeah, Braves doing a pretty good job up front there, and at some point we'll probably start to see, I would think, some players rotating out.
Bones enter center here. Going to be a pitch play, and it's going to be a pass, and it will be short. Intended over there on the far side. I tell you what, the glove, Blaze French, was defended it well, but a little quarterback to running back pitch to Higbee, number 7, delivered one. They tried that play in the first half and almost completed it. And
almost got it again. Yep. Blaze French was in his hip pocket, and I think he actually had his hand in there to jar that loose, and that play's come really close to working a couple times. It'll bring up third and about 12. Clock running now, fourth quarter, so 7:45 to go. It's going to shorten this considerably.
Again, clock winding here near the 7:30 mark. Bones in the gun. Twins here to the near side. Going to have a man in motion as King. Going to be a QB keeper up the middle and still on his feet. And he's not able to get anywhere. Just that push up front. And David McDiffett, Logan Stockwell, Leo Salas.
I think that's what you call rallying to the ball. Yeah, rallying to the football.
So fourth down, and we're going to call it about 14 when they spot it here at about the 43.5-yard line. See what Central Heights decides to do.
Caden Miltner in at that middle linebacker spot. He's been in for a couple plays here. He finally turned so I could see after the tackle. 23 playing that middle spot where Bradley
Timeout, Vikings.
would generally play, but timeout by Central Heights. So they're going to talk about it, and that will stop the clock. Timeouts and injuries do stop the clock here in the fourth quarter with the scoring rule.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The deuce.
The Steve Crichton State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of the Council Grove Braves. For all your insurance needs, call Steve at State Farm, 620-767-5819. Let's go, Braves. For all your heating and cooling needs, call Services Unlimited. Proudly serving Council Grove and the surrounding areas for over 35 years, supporting your Council Grove Braves and wishing them the best this season. The Apothecary is located downtown Council Grove, is here to serve you for all your pharmacy needs. Their staff is friendly and knowledgeable. The Apothecary accepts most prescription insurance plans, offers free mailing and delivery, as well as a convenient drive-thru. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The service you deserve from the people who care. Let's go, Braves.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. 4th down and 14 for Central Heights. Man in motion. Quick pass over here to the near side. Going to be a little quick pitch on that side, and I believe he stepped out of bounds. He's going to come up short, but nice play call. Thought maybe it was going to go for more. That basically a little hook and ladder over here on the near side from Chris John to King, but he just came up a little bit short, so it'll be Council Grove football going north right exactly at midfield.
I like the creativity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. That was a slick little play there to try to throw those edge corners for a loop, and Braves now making some substitutions. 75, Jay Schmidt in there.
Yep.
We had 23, Caden Miltner at middle linebacker.
And it looks like number 13, your freshman quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan McDiffett.
My bad. We switched sides of the football.
Dylan McDiffett calls his own number, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and Dylan McDiffett just says, give me the zone read QB keeper, coach, and I'll get you 5 yards on first down.
He watched the Giants play last night with Blaze French. He's wanting to run the tote the rock a little bit there, but yeah. Now that I've figured out that we are on offense, now I understand some of the wholesale changes on the line up front.
All right, here we go. McDiffett claps his hands. Going to be a handoff inside. Look at the leg drive. Wow, look at the leg drive on that. Did you get a number? That's Andrews.
Yeah.
Andrews, the leg drive is just incredible. And I tell you what, good coming out party for that kid, just knowing that, again, for those of you who aren't aware, Cooper Andrews, 5'9", 160, and literally he's a sophomore, correct? Yeah,
yep.
Sophomore. And just literally just knowing that you can smile and grin because you're going to have an opportunity to see that kid for a couple more years carry the football.
And when Stewart finishes breaking all Council Grove's passing records, you'll have 13 in there running the show.
Yep. Andrews, big hole on that left side by the young kids.
Oh, man.
The football come out?
He was upside down.
I believe he was down. They're waving that down. And never mind.
No, the football, he stood up without the ball. So
okay. So just looking at his body language. So anyway, nevertheless, good run there by Andrews, but the ball ended up popping loose. So a promising drive there for what would probably be the starting JV offensive line, quarterback, running back, wide receivers, probably that starting group that plays on Monday evenings with a promising drive, but it will end with a turnover.
And now Central Heights will take over. Balls.
Okay, never mind.
Did they call him down?
That was not a fumble on the play.
Okay.
The runner was called down.
Called down. So what's crazy is the communication. One of the officials pointed Central Heights ball. Then the white hat just came out and explained that his knee was down. trying to get some.
Cooper Andrews thought he was down.
Yep.
So, I mean, he was kind of in shock that.
Well, the frustrating thing as far as Central Heights' coach, he's coming out on the field, and he's probably thinking the same thing I am. Why did one of your officials point that it was our football?
Yeah.
We started to change sides, and then you come out and changed it. He should have never pointed until they got together as a group, make sure they got the call right.
Was that
if
a
I
fumble?
like say I'm Central Heights coach, I'm frustrated because we thought we had they thought they had the football. Snap is going to be a handoff left side. Andrews driving, getting about 3 extra tough yards. So they will give him a first down
Stopping that player.
and give him 3 there for Andrews, under 2:25 to play.
Second down, Braves.
So if you're Council Grove here, Jason, do you try to push this into the end zone with your
I don't,
JV
I don't-
kids?
I
or
think
just-
I think the only way you do score is if somebody just breaks one. I mean,
Breaks
you're
one.
just going to run, I would think.
McDiffit
but what
looking
do
to
I know?
pass, going to go ahead and tuck it and run. Going to try to get something's going to dive forward, get down to about the 25-yard line. That's going to make him probably, when they spot it down,
About 3 yards short.
about 3 yards short. Clock, the 145 mark. But like Jason mentioned, the only reason I bring that up is with the play clock being 40 seconds, I'm wondering if maybe run maybe a play or two more unless somebody breaks it, and you're probably going to victory formation here shortly.
Yeah, here in a minute, you're with that 55-8. I wouldn't think you'd try to push this in. You'd just run the ball and
Dillon hands it off to Andrews, and Andrews is just a man possessed. Just it's going to take the entire Central Heights defense to get him down. And tell you what, I'm going to have to do some quick math, but I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might be close to probably 75 to 80 yards for Andrews here in this ball game.
yep, having a big night. You're going to see more of him.
Under a minute to play. McDiffit under center, and it looks like under center and a knee. Yep. Good job there by Council Grove coaching staff, knowing that the game's in hand. Out of respect for Central Heights, just go ahead and take a knee and let this clock run out and
Yep.
get on out of here.
Let them. If they respot it slow enough, they don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this football game at the
Clock's running down at 30 seconds. I don't know if the Braves will kneel one more out or not. I don't know. I don't know that they need to. It looks like they do.
to come again for another
That is the snap, and that is another kneel down. So Council Grove is going to get things figured out here emotionally and mentally after last week and win 55-8. We'll go ahead and keep it here until it's officially game over here in about 3 seconds. And it is official. Your Council Grove Braves come over to Central Heights and win 55-8. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back and kind of give you a little summation of a whole lot of offense over here at Central Heights. We are going to, again, take a quick break. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The deuce.
Located at 415 West Main Street in downtown Council Grove, Route 56 is your local game day gear store. Stand out in the crowd with a unique shirt or hoodie from Route 56. Don't settle for the same old shirt that everybody else can order. Show your school spirit and support the Braves by buying local from Route 56. Check out their online store, Route56LLC.com, at your convenience. The Council Grove Pizza Hut is a proud sponsor of the Braves. Stop into your local Council Grove Pizza Hut before or after the game for all your Pizza Hut favorites.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, Mindy. Braves win big here at Central Heights, 55-8. I'm going to talk about a little bit of offensive stuff. Jason's going to talk about defense, and then we'll get you set and ready to go to St. Mary's next week. Got to start out with Luke Stewart in the passing game of the first half. Was able to come up with huge completions the entire first half. Only a couple completions here in the second half, but we'll get to the reason why that was here in the second half. But, again, huge completions, to Mason Samuels, Grady Kepley, Reed Buttrey got a reception, Logan Stockwell got a reception. Grady Kepley got a couple receptions, and it was just spreading it around, and just everybody got a touch. In the second half and in the first half, we got to start with the senior Blaze French. Blaze French of runs, and again, this is unofficial, Blaze French of runs of 21, 20, 45, 17, literally was running absolutely incredible. He also got a 60-yard punt return for a touchdown, and we can't leave out Cooper Andrews. Cooper Andrews probably got at least 60 to 70 yards here in opportunities in the first and the second half, so should be fun moving forward, but really didn't need to complete a lot of passes the way the offensive line was allowing huge holes here for our running backs. But really complete football game offensively. Anytime you put up 55 points, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it, but at some point in time, we've got to figure out how to stop shooting ourselves in the foot when it comes to penalty flags. We talked about it every single week, and at some point in time, just got to buckle down and get those things figured out. But we still scored 55 points, and we're rebounded after a huge loss last week to Osage City. So I'm happy on the drive home. Jason.
Yep, and defensively, I mean, we lived in the backfield. Incredible push up front. You still have to limit the penalties. You still have to, when you got a guy on the sidelines, you can't hit people out of bounds. When you've got, you got quarterbacks releasing the ball and you're taking a step, you got to let up and get some of the roughing stuff and some of the personal fouls out of there. But all in all, except for one, possession really of the second quarter that kind of got out of hand with the penalties. The defense played really well, just incredible push up front, not allowing anything in the running game, and good coverage downfield for the most part. I think Central Heights completed a couple passes in the whole game after switching to their freshman quarterback. So, all in all, we said it was a get-right game. I think it was. But there's a lot to talk about and a lot to do in practice just to kind of clean up things logistically with the penalties and make sure, your technique's sound. And because the next two ball games, St. Mary's and Silver Lake, you can't shoot yourself in the foot against those two football teams. We threw some scores out there. Silver Lake was up pretty big on Riley County, and St. Mary's given Osage a little bit more of a game. It ended up 43-14, it looks like. But yeah, coming up here, got important 2 weeks, and I'm sure we'll go back to work over the next 2 weeks, clean those things up, and get ready to go to St. Mary's next week.
All right, and again, we got a long ride home, and so does Mindy. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, but again, as of right now, not 100% what the situation or the setup will be at St. Mary's. Whether or not we'll have audio, video, we're not exactly sure what the situation will be. As soon as we know, we'll make sure that we post it on the Flint Hills Life Channel Facebook page and let you know. But we'll do everything we can to get up there and continue broadcasting Braves football right here on the Flint Hills Live Channel and TCT. Mindy, thank you very much. Jason, all of you have a safe and happy weekend. And again, thank you so much for watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live Channel and TCT.